Good morning, Lancers. I'm Stephen Pelzel, bringing you your political and entertainment news. There have been a ton of great movies that have come out this year, but this year has been especially great for scary movies. Ouija, Origin of Evil, was especially spooky, getting an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is about a family who accidentally lets an evil spirit into their home through an Ouija board, which possesses their daughter. Another scary movie is The Conjuring 2, which got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. In this movie, more possessed family members trying to get an evil spirit out of their house. Go and watch these movies if you're brave enough.
Good morning, Lancers. My name is O'Shea Moore, and I will be bringing you updates on sports news. As the fall season officially comes to an end, the Lancers Live Network would like to congratulate all fall student athletes for finishing their seasons out strong. Many underestimate the challenges of student athletes, having to balance schoolwork, sports, and outside responsibilities simultaneously. But the job of a student athlete is definitely not an easy one, so way to make it through the fall season. This year, our Lancer varsity football team had an amazing season, capping the season with a four-game winning streak and an overall 500 record. In conference play, the Lancer varsity football team had an overall 5-1 record, falling short only against Falls Church High School. Individually, this year's varsity football team had several players recognized throughout the conference and one player recognized throughout the state. Junior Jalen Wycliffe was recognized as a first-team all-conference tight end, second-team defensive back, and tied fourth in the state for the most interceptions. Also recognized as first-team players are Kevin Hamilton and Craig Hamilton. Lancer varsity second-team players include Brian Guevara, Abel Bezu, Hadi Atia, Kevin Hamilton, Jonathan Malatu, and Mohammed Khan. The Lancer varsity head coach, Eric Pilson, was also recognized for his outstanding contributions to the team. He received the Patriot Conference Coach of the Year award. In other news, the Lancer varsity cheerleading team also had a historical season. For the first time in 7 years, Lancer varsity cheer placed top 3 in the Patriot Conference Finals and advanced to regionals. The team just fell short of advancing to the second round of regionals, placing 7th during the first round, where top 6 move on. However, the team did outcompete every other Patriot Conference team at the regional level. This season, Lancer varsity cheerleaders senior Beverly Tran and Sarah Cruz and freshman Jocelyn Banks received the second-team All-Conference award. Lastly, congratulations to the Lancer varsity volleyball team for fighting all season long and for winning their first game in 5 years. Also, congratulations to the Lancer varsity field hockey team for putting forth a tremendous effort and making it to the first round of conference playoffs. Way to go, Lancers! That's all we have for sports news. My name is O'Shea Moore, and thanks for joining me on your Lancers Live Network.
Hi Lancers, I'm Tyler Rosado here bringing you your class news. Senior dues are currently $105 and can be dropped off to Miss Edwards, room 187, or Miss Class, room 225. Dues will increase to $115 after winter break and to $125 after spring break. The junior versus senior Powder Puff game will be held on November 16th at 6:30. On December 7th, there will be a senior versus faculty volleyball game. The first 12 seniors, 10 coaches, 5 for seniors and 5 for faculty, and 12 faculty members who turn in the forms will participate. Turn in the permission form, a physical dated as of May 1st, and an emergency care card no later than November 22nd to the activities office. Pick up a permission form today in room 241 if you'd like to participate. There will also be a Talent Tundra, February 9th. Auditions will be held Wednesday, November 30th and December 14th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. in room 109. If you'd like to audition, pick up a form.
Hey Lancers, my name is Tanner Phipps, and today I'll be bringing you a special Veterans Day announcement. Veterans Day this year was celebrated last Friday, November 11th. Veterans Day, which was known as Armistice Day, was first acknowledged in 1919. In 1938, Armistice Day became a national holiday, and its name changed from Armistice Day to Veterans Day in 1954. Veterans Day is often confused with Memorial Day. While Memorial Day is a holiday that honors the members of the military who died in service or were injured in service, Veterans Day is a holiday that pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead. but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. This year, we had a chance to interview some teachers who have family members in the military or have served in the military about their opinion on Veterans Day, and even had a chance to interview a veteran on his time serving our country.
Veterans Day to me means taking an opportunity to thank men like my father and my friends who have all served for what they've sacrificed, for what they were willing to sacrifice, and in the future what they're willing to sacrifice again. It's really heartfelt that there are people like that out there that would fight for this country, that they would die for this country, and I think that Veterans Day is a time that we can respect them.
My father served in the military in World War II. It's a long, long time ago. And he was in the Army. Keep going. And he was in the Philippines, Hawaii, Guam, Italy, and Iran. He was there, you know, when, not actually in Hawaii when Pearl Harbor was bombed, but he was, you know, a part of all of that in the Philippines. And so I'm very proud of his military service. And as a little girl, he began to tell me all these stories about the wars and being in the military, which I pass on to my students because I teach history. And we go through World War II.
So this actually started a long time ago. It was part of, it started by an American and a Canadian, and they used the poppy as a sign of remembrance to honor veterans. It actually started, it was inspired by the poem In Flanders Field, because that was after the battle in Flanders Field, poppies grew out of the destruction.
I served mainly upon destroyer-type ships that were deployed to the Vietnam era of conflict from '63 until 1973. And during that period, I spent 1 year in country in Vietnam as a intelligence advisor to the South Vietnamese Navy. The experience was really very good. The Navy runs on a high level of discipline. A lot of it is expected of the officers and men that serve in the Navy. And because during the years of deployments to the coast of Vietnam, a lot was expected of all members to do their job well, to stay alive, in many cases to be in a position to either fight the enemy or actually to fight with the enemy.